I deliver the tale of a lone strategist who shaped history with courage, patience, and impossible intelligence, stepping into danger with a plan no army expected or understood clearly. The wind howled across the battlefield as dark clouds rolled overhead, while thousands waited unknowingly for the moment their destinies would shift, because of one man's silent determination and genius. He stood on a hill overlooking endless enemy ranks, watching their movements with calm eyes, noting every weakness, every hesitation, every small detail that could turn fate entirely. His allies doubted him secretly, whispering concerns about the madness of his plan. Yet he remained steady, knowing breakthroughs never come from fear but from brilliant, fearless boldness. The enemy leader laughed when he saw him standing alone, assuming arrogance or desperation, unaware he was witnessing the beginning of a legendary and unforgettable strategic masterpiece unfolding. As torches flickered in the wind and metal clashed faintly from distant patrols, he inhaled deeply, letting the moment carve itself into his spirit before unleashing the revolution ahead. He raised one finger toward the horizon, a tiny gesture impossible to misinterpret for anyone trained under him. The hidden signal thousands waited for with absolute discipline and trust. From scattered shadows across the valley floor, secret fighters emerged silently, appearing like ghosts rising from nowhere, each positioned perfectly through months of careful preparation and unwavering loyalty. The enemy froze at the sight, suddenly realizing their advantage had been an illusion, that every step they had taken had been predicted flawlessly by a master of calculated warfare. Confusion raced through their ranks as orders collided, voices cracked, and formations broke apart slightly, the first cracks forming in what once seemed like a wall of unstoppable strength. He watched with calm satisfaction, seeing the exact reaction he had planned for. Understanding the psychology of fear could destroy armies much faster than blades or physical brute force. With a swift downward motion of his hand, the second phase began, triggering waves of coordinated attacks, striking enemy flanks with incredible precision, shocking even his closest allies completely. The enemy front line buckled under sudden pressure, struggling to understand how an outnumbered force could strike with such overwhelming synchronization, catching them unaware at every vulnerable point simultaneously. Dust rose in chaotic spirals as soldiers screamed conflicting orders, while he walked steadily forward, every step a declaration of certainty, every breath a message of unshakable dominance. His fighters moved like flowing water, bending around shields, slipping between spear lines, overwhelming strong positions with mobility and intelligence instead of raw force, turning chaos into opportunity instantly. The enemy attempted a counterattack, but their movements were sluggish, predictable, shaped by panic rather than planning, allowing him to dismantle their strategy before it could form properly. He directed his forces with tiny gestures, each signaling practiced patterns drilled endlessly, until they became instinct, enabling them to adapt faster than the enemy could comprehend. Every clash echoed like thunder across the valley, each moment reshaping the future, each breath carrying the weight of entire nations that would remember this day for centuries. He advanced through the fray with focus sharper than steel, stepping aside from attacks effortlessly, striking only when necessary, controlling the battlefield as if destiny obeyed his commands. Even as arrows rained from above, he moved with fluid grace, never rushed, never fearful, knowing the momentum of the battle now belonged entirely to him and his vision. The enemy commanders shouted frantically, demanding discipline from crumbling troops, but fear spread faster than his voice, corroding morale until soldiers questioned their strength and survival chances. A final formation collapse began when cavalry units attempted retreat, triggering a chain reaction of panic that tore through enemy ranks like wildfire, sealing their inevitable downfall completely. He signaled one last maneuver, drawing a vast encircling pattern around fleeing forces, cutting off escape routes with mathematical perfection, ensuring no regrouping would ever occur again. The ground trembled beneath thousands of synchronized steps, as his army closed the ring tighter, compressing the battlefield into a decisive end, crushing enemy morale and resistance simultaneously. The enemy realized surrender was impossible, escape was hopeless, and victory unattainable, forcing them to confront the terrifying brilliance of a strategist who predicted every moment flawlessly. He paused at the center, breathing calmly while dust settled, looking upon the field not with cruelty but with understanding of war's necessity in shaping history as next chapter. His allies stared at him with awe, finally understanding the depth of his planning, the sacrifices he made, the sleepless nights behind every decision that led them to triumph. But he showed no pride, No arrogance, only quiet acceptance. Knowing victory marked not an end, but the beginning of greater challenges waiting just beyond the horizon. The sky lightened as dawn approached, painting the battlefield with soft glow, revealing the transformative power of one person's unbreakable resolve to rewrite fate entirely. He walked through scattered remnants of conflict, offering strength to wounded comrades, acknowledging bravery from those who doubted him earlier yet followed him faithfully into the storm. Whispers spread among survivors, telling stories of his courage, intelligence, and near supernatural foresight, crafting the foundation of a legend that would outlive every one of them. He stopped atop the highest ridge, staring into distance, imagining future wars, new enemies, and new mysteries waiting for someone bold enough to change them forever. He knew peace would not last long, that power shifts like tides, and those who won today needed vigilance tomorrow. Ensuring victory did not breed complacency. Yet he remained unshaken, ready for whatever storms awaited, trusting his mind, instincts, and the loyal warriors who believed in him, despite the impossible odds they faced earlier. Birds began circling overhead, as if the world recognized the shift created by his actions, acknowledging the moment destiny bowed to calculated brilliance and unyielding conviction. He tightened his grip on his blade, not from fear or exhaustion, but from understanding battles shape leaders, and leaders shape eras that echo endlessly through time. As the sun emerged fully, warming the scarred earth beneath him, he whispered a promise to protect those who trusted him, regardless of threats waiting beyond unseen borders. He turned to his soldiers, offering a steady nod that meant more than speeches, reminding them strength comes from unity, purpose, and unwavering courage against impossible challenges. They rose behind him like a single living force, armored not only in steel but in trust, ready to follow him into any trial history dared to summon next. No king, emperor, or conqueror commanded such loyalty, for his power never came from fear but from understanding people deeply and guiding them with unmatched wisdom. He descended the ridge slowly, each step shaping the beginning of a new era, proving true leadership emerges not from birthright but from relentless dedication to a greater cause. The world would remember this day as a turning point where a lone strategist reshaped destiny, challenging all who believed numbers alone determined victory in war. He left the battlefield with unshaken calm, carrying the weight of thousands of lives and countless future battles on his shoulders, yet walking confidently into an uncertain horizon. For he knew legends are not written by chance, but by those who rise when fear controls others, stand tall when defeat seems certain, and act boldly when destiny hesitates. And so his story continued, weaving deeper into the timeline of heroes who transformed history with brilliant minds and hearts unafraid to face the darkest storms imaginable.